Hello and welcome to another An Old Man Watches. And today I'm going to be talking about the 2001 Japanese-Polish co-production, Avalon. In this film, the titular Avalon is a highly immersive, massively multiplayer virtual reality game. And in the game, players enter this war-torn landscape and they do battle. To show their skill and earn prestige, exactly like what the motivation for doing this. I mean, presumably it's fun. It is a game, but what the reward is not terribly clear. But yeah, it seems to be mostly about demonstrating skill, earning prestige. Now, Avalon is highly illegal for reasons that are not initially clear. But despite that, our main character, Ash, is a committed player, one of the best of the game's many players, in fact. She's a skilled combatant, and she's unusual for the fact that she chooses to work alone rather than in a team. Most Avalon players work in teams, and in the course of the film, it emerges that she used to work in a team, but that the team broke up in apparently acrimonious circumstances. Now, when one of her former teammates end up in a vegetative state, Ash takes an interest because it turns out that he was searching for a mysterious secret level within Avalon known as Special A, A being the highest level you can achieve in Avalon allegedly, but now there's this Special A. And Ash commits herself to unlocking this secret level for herself, which seems a very dangerous course to choose, given what happened to the last person that was looking for it. But, the search for Special A is essentially what drives the film's narrative, so it's a decision the script needs her to make. So that's Avalon in a nutshell. It's directed by Mamoru Oshii, who is probably best known for directing the first two animated Ghost in the Shell films, which are highly regarded in anime circles. I'm not personally a huge fan of them, but they are well regarded. But, that's other movies that he made. What's this one like? Well, first of all, the film spends a lot of time and effort on hinting that the real world, quote-unquote, in which Ash lives, may itself be a simulation. When she's within Avalon, the VR game, there's a heavy yellow filter on the camera, giving it a distinctive look. But that yellow filter is still present, though to a significantly reduced degree, when she's not in the game. So you've still got that yellowish tinge to everything. Is that a suggestion that this is also a virtual reality? Then there's a sequence where her dog, which she dotes on and treats far better than she does herself, disappears and no one else seems to notice. Or a sequence where she buys a bunch of books and a later shot shows that for at least one of them the pages are all blank. So is her real world just another level of VR? Is Special A the actual real world? It's certainly the only place in the film that doesn't have a yellow filter on it. But then it does have her dog. Or does it? Who knows? Will the film provide any clear answers about any of this? No, it will not. Now, look, I admit it is theoretically possible to do a story that presents a mystery and never resolves it and still have that story be good, but I think it's a very difficult needle to thread, and I don't think Avalon comes anywhere near doing it. You're just left with a lot of unanswered dangling questions. Speaking of questions, let's talk about motivation. Pursuing a goal that has already left one person in a persistent vegetative state, and possibly a lot of people, because Ash's former teammate is one of many similar patients in his wards, seems like a very risky thing to do, especially when the reward is simply access to an extra level in a computer game. Why is Ash doing this? Why is she taking this huge risk? Well, to a certain extent, it largely seems to be Ash doesn't really care about herself or her life. The only thing that she seems to care about, as I mentioned, is her dog, a basset hound. Apparently basset hounds are something of a recurring thing in this director's work, and once that dog disappears, she really has nothing in her life that she values other than Avalon itself. Now, I know that we have cases of people in the real world who have wrecked relationships and careers over computer games. I think we can agree that's not healthy behaviour. I hope we can agree that that's not healthy behaviour. And even then, that's not on the same level of what Ash is doing. She's basically, risking her sanity. I think it's pretty clear that she has some serious mental health problems given her behaviour. Now, I'm not saying that she has a mental illness or a particular pathology. You can have poor mental health without having mental illness and vice versa. But I think she definitely has poor mental health. Her motivation is unhealthy, shall we say, in this film. And finally, Avalon is definitely a mood piece of a film. It's driven by atmosphere and feel rather than by plot and character. And the overwhelming mood it generates is one of emptiness, loss, and decay. The main VR game levels are blasted wastelands of ruins and warfare. The possibly real world in which Ash lives is derelict and sparsely populated. There are not very many people around, and only rattling old trams as the form of public transportation. On the theme of loss, we've got Ash previously lost her team, and in the course of the movie she loses her dog, literally the only thing she loves in her otherwise empty life. It's only when Ash gets to Special A that we see a bustling, colourful world full of people, and even there, Ash is given a mission to hunt down and eliminate the only thing in that realm that connects her to her previous life. Again, themes of emptiness and loss. I think if the mood and atmosphere of this film captures you, it's quite possible you'll like it. Certainly it has plenty of positive reviews out there on the internet if you want to look for them. I can't say it worked for me though. I think, I like a bit more directness and purpose in my narratives than appears to be on offer here. So that's Avalon, a film that I didn't especially enjoy, but if you're interested in its style and its atmosphere, you may enjoy it more than I did. Next time, I'm going to talk about Chocky's Children and Chocky's Challenge, the two original-to-TV serials that followed the 1984 adaptation of John Wyndham's novel Chocky. So these are not based on novels, they were original to the screen. But that's for next time. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this one, and thanks for watching.